Hello everybody, today we have beautiful gaming laptop, Razer Blade 15. This is the 2022 model. It's a RZ09 series with Intel Core i7 12th gen processor and great graphics, RTX 3080 Ti, and beautiful screen, 360 Hz refresh rate. Let's take it apart, let's see what we can fix, replace or upgrade. Start with bottom screws. I use T5 Torx screwdriver. Now find the gap and separate the bottom case from the rest. So that's our bottom case. Now we can access all the internal components. So start with disconnecting the battery. Now we can take it out. So if your battery doesn't hold the charge or it's swollen, you can replace it. Yeah, if the screws are tight, better use manual screwdriver, otherwise you can strip the head, then you won't be able to take it out at all. Alright, now we can take out the battery. There's one more screw here on the side. Alright, so that's our battery. Here we have the battery model number. Now here we can see our RAM memory slots. So if the memory doesn't work or you would like to upgrade to the bigger one, this is how you can do it. Spread those arms and you can pull out the memory. Now, here under this cover, that's our SSD storage drive. So if the laptop doesn't boot and tells you there is no boot device, or you would like to upgrade storage to the bigger one, that's how you can do it. So under this cover, that's the actual SSD NVMe drive. Okay, now here we can see our Wi-Fi card. So in case if the Wi-Fi doesn't work, you can replace this card. Gently disconnect the antenna wires. And now take out the screw on the top. And you can pull out the card. Here we have the model number. Now let's take out our heatsink. So if the laptop overheats and you would like to add cooling paste between the heatsink and the processor or the graphics, this is how you can do it. So first, make sure that cable is out of the way. That's our video cable. So to disconnect it, flip this clip. And now we can pull out the cable. I usually close those retaining clips, otherwise you can break them later. Alright, now let's unscrew the heatsink. Now gently lift the heatsink. Be careful, it may be stuck to the processor or the graphics chip because of the cooling paste, so make sure you don't bend it when removing, otherwise it won't work anymore. Make sure that... Okay, so there is another screw here on the side. And one more on the opposite side. There is one more screw here. Alright, and the heatsink is out. So that's our heatsink. Here we have the part number. Here we can see our processor and the graphics chip. They both soldered on the motherboard, so if these don't work, you have to replace the whole motherboard. Okay, now let's take out the fans. So if the laptop overheats and the fans don't spin or they make grinding noise, this is when you should replace them. So disconnect from the motherboard and take out these screws. So that's our part number here. So now let's take out the opposite fan. And here that should be our part number here. Okay, now we can take out our motherboard. So take out all the remaining screws. And disconnect all the remaining connectors. Oh, and let's disconnect the speakers. Okay, let's take out the motherboard. Oh, there's one more screw here on the top, actually two. There are two more screws hidden on the sides. Here and this one here. So now we can take out the motherboard. And we can disconnect the opposite speaker. Alright, so that's our motherboard. That should be the part number. Now these are our speakers. So if the sound is bad, you can replace the speakers Those are the part numbers. Now let's disconnect our screen assembly. So unscrew the hinges. Now gently unfold the Palmrest keyboard assembly and you can disconnect it. Okay, watch out for the cable. Alright, so that's our Palmrest touchpad keyboard assembly. Looks like keyboard is held by these tiny screws, so you could replace it if you would like to replace just the keyboard. Same with the touchpad, you could replace it, but usually this part is sold like that in one piece. If you need your parts, check gatlaptopparts.com. And as for the screen, also usually sold in one piece. It's very fragile, very thin. If you try to pull it out, the LCD, you are risking breaking it. So look for the whole screen assembly if possible. Check the part numbers on the video cables. Alright, thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.